ladies and gentlemen.
We tried. Or I tried.
I told this fucking guy to get us a poster, and look what he brought me. Paper. Fucking paper.
Oh boy.
I think his daughters took the Crayolas and made this thing or some shit. It's got fucking watermarks on it, man. Anyway. Scrub that. Put that with Couture's funerals.
There you go.
Scraps.
We can put it behind. Come on.
What? It's not even straight.
Alright.
It's not as straight as you are, Brady.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Alright, well, shout out to our comments.
Oh yeah.
If you know what I mean?
Shout out to the man that doesn't like the slurpy sound of people drinking coffee.
I don't think I actually slurp that bad. I try to to make it like...
The show must go on.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Oh, my apologies. Sorry, man. I was trying to get the end of the coffee there. My bad.
And Marshall would like to say thanks and shout out to the man who loves them.
No shout out to you. Keep watching though. Appreciate you. Thanks, man. Can't shout you out. Can't shout you out.
Oh,
we do appreciate you though.
All right. Shout out to Hakeem. No, I'm just kidding. That's me. But yeah, let's get to it. We have a lot of. You just give me that look again. Jesus Christ.
We got a couple topics. What do you got?
All right.
Let's start off with the retirements, man.
All right. Let's talk about GSP's retirement. We got it's a great career, I guess to say. He's probably one of the best.
The greatest welterweight of all time, yes or no?
Yeah, right now.
The greatest Canadian mixed martial artist of all time, yes or no?
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley or GSP?
GSP in his prime would kill him.
GSP is in his prime, so you can't say that.
Right now?
100%.
Oh.
He's the same age as Tyron Woodley.
That doesn't mean he's on his prime. Shit, I'm slurping. Okay, we're back.
Not the only thing you slurp, you fucking...
If you had a GSP that fought John Finch, he'd destroy Woodley.
I don't know, man. I think Woodley, his last 5 fights, whatever it is just look ridiculous.
Except against Maya.
He had a torn labrum in his shoulder.
And Stephen Thompson was
That was knocked out Stephen Thompson.
The first fight was good. The second one, the first fight was amazing.
Yeah, it was
amazing. Fight. I thought Stephen won, but
my opinion, based on body of work, GSP is the greatest welterweight of all time. But not the greatest mixed martial artist of all time.
I think he's second.
The thing, he has an argument because he doesn't have any steroid allegations against him, like Anderson Silva and John Jones. There's an argument for him to be the greatest of all time.
Yeah. He's just a smart fighter. That's the thing, right?
And he beat everyone he ever faced.
Yeah.
He's not a man that went in the octagon against him, but he lost it. He lost to Matt Serra and he lost to Matt Hughes, and guess what?
And we know that was a close fight with Johnny Hendricks, but he was how many picograms was Johnny Hendricks on?
All of the picograms.
Oh my god.
He outpointed Johnny Hendricks.
Absolutely.
He took more damage. As Reese would say, GSP won the fight. I mean, won a competition. Johnny Hendricks won the fight.
Yeah.
He did way more damage.
Way more.
With less strikes.
But some people swell up more than others.
It's true. GSP marks up a lot. He does.
Absolutely. The guy
marked his face up quite a bit too.
Freaking Condit destroyed his face. Look, if you mark up, it's not really their fault. It's like Frankie Edgar always has a bloody nose when he fights.
I was looking at it. GSP's resume. It's very impressive. First of all,
he's beaten 3 generations of people.
No, who's the 3rd generation? Bisping is not. He's in Bisping's generation.
The Johnny Hendricks was the start of the new welterweights.
He's like the same age as GSP.
I don't think age matters, though.
What do you mean?
You get the Matt Serras and the Matt Hughes with the first era.
Okay, Matt Serra's older than him, so.
I don't think you're saying with prime even too. I think it's when you might be 29, you might get knocked out a whole bunch. Doesn't mean some people hit their primes
different times. That's for sure. Yeah,
I don't think it matters with age. It's look at Fabricio Verdum at 35. He was sucked, and then he won a title at 39.
Canelo knocking out grown men
at
14
I think
years
people
old.
hit their prime differently. So
that's true. That's true. But I think GSP's still in his prime. I think he's in his physical prime still.
I don't think he's mentally there though.
He's definitely not. No, he's definitely not mentally there.
So yeah, he's not in his prime if he's not mentally there.
He should retire if he doesn't have it. If he doesn't want to fight, he shouldn't fight. You're gonna get hurt, especially if you go in there and fight Tyron Woodley, Khabib.
I don't think Khabib could hurt him.
A Khabib that's motivated against a GSP that's not motivated, Khabib smashes him. The GSP that fought Bisping would destroy Khabib. But
who's the overall better fighter?
GSP.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. That's
not
not
bad sound.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about right now today. Who would win the fight? If it's GSP coming to fight, I'm going to take GSP. But he retired, so he obviously doesn't have it mentally there. So I'm taking Khabib. You know what I'm saying?
He's a lot bigger than Khabib.
He's a lot bigger. It'd be tough for him to get down 155.
He already did it.
When?
He did a cut to it. That's why he was in negotiations or whatever the word is.
Negotiations.
Yes, that's the word. Sorry. God damn, I need to go back to kindergarten.
The amount of times I have to correct you on this fucking show.
Oh my gosh. No slurping. Episode 5. Slurping and coughing.
That fucking hurt.
But, GSP... Fuck, I'm having a brain fart right now. This is horrible.
He's a legend. It's gonna be sad. I was sad to see him go. He's Canadian.
That being said, he retired.
On top.
He retired a long time ago, though. He just came back from one gimme fight.
That's a good point.
Well, was it a gimme fight? I don't know.
Well, a gimme fight? No, Bisping was a real contender. What do you mean? He was a threat. He was a champ. It was not a gimme fight.
He knocked out Luke Rockhold.
In 10 days' notice. And the other retirement, the skyscraper.
That being said, it's not official yet.
It's not official?
No, he said he wouldn't mind retiring, but if there's offers on the table, like a fight that interests him, he'd take it.
Well, either way,
the guy has a lot of heart problems, though, and shit. So
he's 7 feet tall. I mean, the average lifespan of a 7-footer is what? Like, it's a lot less than a normal sized human being.
Yeah.
So if you retire, it's not a bad time to retire. He won this. He had
a good career. Like he didn't beat the best people, but he beat
Stipe.
He was a name on people's resume.
He knocked out Stipe.
Yeah, but look at the time.
Stipe, he knocked you out. Don't forget it.
That was a different time period.
100%, but it's a win. It's just like
yeah. You're gonna look at it. He does have some decent wins overall, but like he's not. He also had great highlights of being knocked out, which we gotta appreciate him for.
Man, knocking out a 7-footer just looks nice because how far he falls from.
Or who knocked him out the right hand? Oh, the Roy Nelson.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Over the right hand, right on us, and then you see him fall back. But shout out to Stefan Struve.
Shout out to George St. Pierre. Shout out to retired fighters. If you retire, stay retired. Don't come back. Don't pull a Vitor Belfort. Don't pull
Wanderlei Silva.
Floyd Mayweather. Don't pull Sugar Ray Leonard. Just stay retired.
It never goes good after you retire.
It never goes well. You're either going to end up fighting tension in Japan,
or you'll look like James Toney.
Or getting
fighting Randy Couture.
We're getting James Toney. We don't need to see that.
Poor James Toney. Whatever happened to that man?
He's punchy, man. He had like 100 fights or something.
Oh boy. How do you go from a middleweight to a big heavyweight? A big heavyweight.
Big heavyweight.
God.
Okay. What's next? Oh, show the camera that. Look at what this guy said. He texted me this last night.
Shout out to this dude.
Pee Wee Herman's.
Actually, it kind of looks like Jordan.
Jordan.
Let's see if
it's not showing.
Oh, it's getting blurred out.
It's a good thing it's not showing. It's like Willy Wonka's like house
see if we can get this.
Sex slave. It's like some little 3-foot dude that just is butt ass naked. It's not gonna show. It's all good. It's unfortunate that Jesus, don't ever send me some shit like that again, Brady.
If you want the picture, comment. I'll send it to you.
Don't do it. It's not good for you. It's not good for your health. It will ruin your day.
Shit. Well, we waste a lot of time here. Let's get to the next topic.
Yeah, what do we got?
Let's go to. Do you want to talk about these fights? Do you want to start off with the Eubank, Degale?
Can you please say one of their names properly? Please. Shout out to proper enunciation of words and names. Chris Eubank Jr. fought James Degale, and last week. Oh shit! Last week in our predictions, we took Degale. He's a 2-time former super middleweight champion, former gold medalist in the Beijing 2008 Olympics. And Eubanks lost every time he stepped up, but Degale lost a step. He was tough to watch. I watched the fight. I think Degale went down 3 times, I think, over the 12 rounds. Took some hard shots, body shots, head shots. His jab wasn't there. His lateral movement wasn't there. Like, I'm not one that's going to sit here and talk about retirement for somebody. You know that's not my style. But he was talking about retirement after the fight. He's like, maybe if I hang it up here, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm going to agree, man. If you can't beat Chris Eubank, unless Eubank's like elevated himself up, which he did look good, then it's time to go. Because
Eubank's
he looked really good. So
he's a world champion now.
No, he's got there's the 4 main belts: is the WBO, the WBA,
the IBF,
and WBC, and then there's this 5th belt that's kind of like fringe kind of a belt. It's called the IBO. It's like decent. If you have it, it's like, okay, you're in the mix, but you're not one of the
international boxing organization.
Exactly. That's not like a main.
Is it international?
Yeah. Joshua has that belt. He has the IBO.
But he has every belt.
But he has all the belts. Yeah.
Except WBC.
Yeah.
WBC is the number one.
WBC is the highest regarded belt, but the champion that has the ring belt is usually universally declared the champ of the division, which most divisions don't have a ring belt because there's so many champions.
Now, let's talk about this for a second. I've always been a little confused.
Okay.
I was going through lists of boxing belts, and then there's also like the international golden. And,
those are ranking belts. So it's like North American WBO North American champion is like the highest ranked fighter in the North American region for the WBO rankings.
So it isn't really a belt.
It's not a belt. It's just like it's putting him. It's moving his rank up in that organization. So
but they give him a belt for that, though.
Yeah, it's just like a trophy.
And it's still a 12-round fight.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. Depends who the fight is.
But there's also like UK belt and.
Yeah, so there'd be like the every region has one, like the Oceanic one. But yeah, Eubank looked good. I would like to see him fight one of the champions at that weight division and see what he gets. He's talking about fighting Billy Joe Saunders.
Ooh.
He already lost to Billy Joe, so I don't know. He just got a new trainer. This is his first fight with his trainer. He hasn't had a trainer his whole career. I don't know. I'm open to seeing it. He's only 29 years old. He's got a chance to do something. He looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
So the co-main event, that was another solid fight. It was Joe Joyce. Did you check any of these fights out?
No, for boxing.
No. Joe Joyce fought Bermain Severn. Remember Bermain Severn?
Oh, I did see that. Yes, he got knocked out. Bermain looked fat.
Jesus, he came in at 278.
Yeah, I did see that.
Dude's my height, 278 pounds. My God.
Yeah, the titties.
For you that don't know, Bermain Severn is the dude that Deontay Wilder wiped the floor of to get his title, to get his championship. Remember that?
Well, it was a decision.
He beat him decision first.
And then it showed how good Deontay got. Well, he got shittier, and he got destroyed in their second fight.
Yeah. But Joe Joyce does not look great. He didn't look good. The way he's when you see a boxer like with a good jab, throwing their jab, you want to see it fluid. You want to see it just kind of snap out there. Joshua, Wilder, Fury, they all have good jabs. Joe Joyce was like, his hand was like clenched. It was like he was like pushing it. Like it wasn't like snapping. It was just like this pushing motion. It was like, man, your mechanics are all wrong. You do that shit against a top tier heavyweight, I think you get knocked out. But Mason for him with the right hand in the first round, that if that was Joshua, that was Wilder, you're getting canned.
Yeah.
We're gonna be looking for your chin. You're getting Alistair Overeem. No one knows who you are anymore.
Nagano'd.
So don't feed this guy to a top contender. I know he's talking a big game, he's talking all this mess, but if you want your boy to
give him Luis Ortiz if he wins.
Gets knocked out by Ortiz quickly.
Yeah, that's bad. Ortiz is getting old though.
He is. We'll see more this weekend with Ortiz. We'll see.
Find another guy who's really not. There's like, besides the 3 heavyweights though, who's there?
Dillian White and Luis Ortiz, and Alexander Usyk coming up from cruiserweight.
I'm excited for Usyk and Povetkin.
It's gonna be a sick fight.
Yeah, I got Povetkin.
Russia versus UK. You got Povetkin?
I do.
Woo! Oh man,
he's a big heavyweight.
He's 6'2". He's thick, but he's not like super tall.
It's I don't know. We'll see. Next, we're gonna go for some announced fights this week. We got some. Which, you know what, I find kind of weird. It's great fights, great announced fights, but I find it weird that there's 2 interim titles on a pay-per-view.
I find it weird that they're who they picked for the interim lightweight title. That was strange.
I don't get how they could add, and like I get it, Holloway's champ, he's coming up, but like how can you add a random person from a different division, even though he is champion when there's so many contenders in the lightweight division?
No.
So it doesn't make sense. I don't think it's fair.
It's fair if he's a late-minute replacement to save a card.
Yeah.
That's when it makes sense. When he was going to fight Khabib back in Brooklyn, when the Conor McGregor incident went down.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense when you have Dustin Poirier and Tony Ferguson, who've been killing everybody in the division, and they just keep just throwing them aside, like, oh yeah, you'll get your shot, Like, when they're 40? Like, when are they going to get their shot?
Tony's not that young.
He's 34 or 35, right?
37.
He's 37?
Yeah.
No, he's not 37.
Look it up.
I don't have my phone, Brady.
He's yeah. Next week, we got a new camera set up, so this...
I'll have my...
The focus is just terrible in this. We're sorry.
Bixby hates my face.
I think the Samsung camera, underrated. Or overrated.
You have a Samsung camera, too.
And it sucks. Okay, let's check out Tony Ferguson. I think he's 36, 37.
He's 35.
So he's not getting any younger. He's talking about going to featherweight. He's 35, you're right. He just turned 35, but still.
He's talking about Luke going down a division?
Yeah, the 145. He said if Holloway's going up, I might as well fight. He could give me an interim title down there. What do you make that weight?
I don't know, but he would destroy everybody in the division.
The problem is, like, I get Poirier's good, I get Max Holloway's good.
Let's not forget Poirier already beat Max Holloway.
Yeah, a 20-year-old. But
it's on his resume.
I know, I get that, but
Kevin Lee lost twice to Quinta. Francis Ngannou beat Curtis Blades twice. Like, what are we gonna be like? Oh,
but are we gonna look at? If we look at that, you can go. Chuck Liddell lost his first fight with Randy. There's trilogies for a reason. Sometimes it goes the other way.
Yeah, but usually there's a trilogy if they split the first two, though.
But Connor and Nate, like, come on. Poirier's, I don't think he'll beat him, honestly. But I think he's not as orthodox. I think Poirier's gotten in too much of his hands that he's forgotten that he has a great ground game and he never goes for his ground game anymore.
I haven't gone too like deep into my breakdown of this fight yet, so I haven't really had to decide to pick a winner.
But we'll get to it when it comes up.
Yeah, we'll get to it when it comes up.
It's next month, God knows. Anyway, it's going to be a good fight. Tony Ferguson, to me,
is the greatest. To
me, he's still the greatest lightweight right now.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I think he's arguably, like, he's durable.
Yep. The
way he, if you ever see Tony, like, he always has slow starts, but the way he fights, if he ever gets taken down by Khabib, he's really great off his back. Like, he keeps moving. Mm-hmm. Like, he does not stay still.
I don't think he would get knocked out off the mat, off his back. His submission game's too like, he has some
probably
grappling.
Submit Khabib. I think Khabib would turn the wrong way. He'd slip around, rear naked choke.
At the very least, he would survive to get back to the feet, where he has a huge advantage over Khabib.
And he's durable.
Look what Pettis did. Pettis beat the living shit out of him, and then he ended up finishing the next round when they got back to the feet.
Absolutely. All right, we got a lot to talk about still, though. But what I'm excited, well, let's talk about this past week's fights for UFC, and then we'll talk about 235.
I didn't watch any of it.
No?
I caught the highlights of the Santos fight, which I told you was going to happen the way I called it.
Actually, did you see the knockout?
It was ruthless.
Woo! Yeah. Boom, boom.
Thiago Santos is a monster.
And he knocked out Anthony Smith.
With a kick to the liver.
Last year.
Yeah.
So he could do some damage at it. He looks thick.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
That, what's it called?
205?
Like,
what are you doing, Brady?
Going through all the fight cards. There's just so many.
Brady, there was like 2 fights in the card, if that.
There was, don't forget Liz Carmouche.
Hurry up, Brady, let's go.
Alright, we got Carmouche versus, well, who cares what Carmouche won? She was Rousey's first opponent. Holy crap, there really was no good fights on this card.
You see why I didn't watch this card?
I was a little upset Rustam Kopylov lost.
Be better, UFC.
Shit. This ain't even worth talking about.
Stefan Struve did what?
He submitted and retired, supposedly, but John Dodson lost.
Who did he beat? Give a shout out to the guy that lost.
Marcos Lima.
Okay, submitted him.
Who was a middleweight. He went up to heavyweight.
Wow. Okay.
So imagine a 7-footer in a middleweight.
Jeez, wow.
So we got Peter Yan beating John Dodson, which was the only fight I cared about. It sucked.
John Dodson lost.
He's looking bad though.
Yeah. Hey, with that little Jew fro he's got going on.
Did you see the ponytail and shit?
No.
Holy.
And then the main event.
Thiagos versus John Blachowicz. I actually like Blachowicz. I thought Blachowicz was going to grind him out. And
I called Santos by stoppage.
He got teed off.
And it was kind of slow up until the stoppage.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was just tagging back.
Yeah.
Small. Anyway, big fight card this week. Huge fight card.
Oh yeah, big card this weekend. Huge card this weekend.
I should be buying this card this week.
Who do we got on this card?
We got let's start from the prelims. For the first time, we're going from the prelims.
Ooh, UFC 236, right?
Stepping up. We got, wow, all 4 of them are pretty good too. We got, starting the card at 8 o'clock, we got Degale Sanchez versus Mickey Gall.
Okay, Mickey Gall will beat him.
You think so?
Yeah.
Rear naked choke?
No, I think he'll knock him out, to be honest.
Knockout.
Yeah, Diego Sanchez has been knocked out.
No, Mickey Gall's never a knockout.
Yeah, but Diego Sanchez is there to get knocked out.
We'll see. I got Diego by decision.
Okay.
Misha Serkovich versus Johnny Walker.
Please, it's Misha Serkinov. He's fucking Canadian. Get his name right, man. Jesus, holy fuck. Fights out of Extreme Couture, Toronto.
Shit. Johnny Walker's putting him to sleep either way.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Walker's going to tune him up probably, but I don't know. I hope Serkinov wins.
He's going to be the next big thing.
Didn't Serkinov fight Teixeira?
Yeah, he got knocked out.
Did he?
Yeah, bad. He's coming off a win over Patrick Cummings.
Oh, we got lost to Volkan Ozdemir.
Yeah.
Glover Teixeira. And you beat Patrick Cummins. Okay, so yeah, Serkinov's probably going to get knocked out.
Bad.
By Johnny Walker.
Who's supposed to be the next
Unfortunately.
contender. Him and Dominic Reyes are actually making noises at light heavyweight, which we need.
Thiago Santos is making noise at light heavyweight.
It's true.
We need Johnny Walker to get fucking sponsored by Johnny Walker Scotch and just come out with a big ass fucking bottle and just throw it in the crowd at some lucky fan. Or just start pouring shots in girls' mouths on the way down to the ring.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Out of this whole card, though, the next fight is, I'm praying to the MMA gods, Jeremy Stephens knocks Zabit out.
That's a sick fight. That's on that card, too?
That's the prelims.
Woo! Shit, that's a sick fight. Zabit is more fluid. He's got more tools in his stand-up game. But if Jeremy Stephens touches him on the chin, he's knocking the beard clean off. He's taking his fucking Dagestani beard and deporting it. It's
Absolutely.
gone.
This is a tough fight for Zabit.
It's a tough fight for both of them. That's a sick fight. I'm gonna take the upset. Give me Jeremy Stephens.
I'm going upset too. Jeremy Stephens' decision.
Second round knockout. Jeremy Stephens.
I think he's stronger.
Definitely stronger.
So now to talk about the main card. We start off with former champion Cody Garbrandt versus Pedro Munoz.
It's gonna be a solid fight.
Pedro might. I don't know.
Pedro's just too nice. He's just too nice of a guy.
Yeah, I know. They're like, talk shit. She's like, no.
Say something bad about this fucker. Oh, he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
He's a pretty guy.
He's a very handsome dude. I still got Garbrandt by second round knockout, though.
Give me Garbrandt by unanimous decision.
Yeah. But Garbrandt has a horrible chin. We learned that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jordan's probably cringing right now. He's always like, "You're stupid autofocus."
Well, you know what? It is what it is. There's a process to this.
So, Jordan, we don't pay for talking lip.
You set up those damn videos, Jordan.
Yeah, you set up those videos now. All right.
You know who we're talking to.
Don't be late. 5 o'clock. All right. Oh, shit.
You're gonna get pissed. Anyways.
Tisha Torres versus Weili Zhang.
Give me Tiny Tornado Tisha.
I like this Tiny Tornado.
I don't even know who the fucking girl is she's fighting.
Welterweight. This is big. This could be the main event. I would pay for this fight as the main event. Ben Askren versus Robbie Lawler.
My heart wants the ruthless one, the savage from the American Top Team, the bald-headed ex-UFC welterweight champion, the man who says like 3 words and it's like, that's some scary mother shit he just said right there. Robbie Lawler. I came to fight! Fuck, man. I want him to win so bad. He's one of my favorite fighters.
Will he win?
I think Funky Ben Askren's just going to sit on him and fucking hump him for 3 rounds. And all this hype that Ben Askren has coming into the UFC is just going to be like...
That being said, it's hard to stop Lawler, so I don't think anyone expects...
No, he's not going to stop Lawler. But he's just going to fucking just lay on top of him. It's going to look like 2 kids playing in the playground, just kind of rolling around in the stones and shit. And we're like, listen...
See, what people don't know about this fight, though, is that Robbie Lawler has unreal takedown defense.
He does. Johnny Hendricks only got him down in the last round of their fights.
Like, not many people can get Lawler down. Rory McDonald couldn't get him down.
No.
Right? So if you...
Tyron didn't get him down. He slept him, though, early in the fight.
Yeah, first round,
yeah.
I'd like to see a rematch.
I don't think he could beat Tyron.
Yeah, you're right.
Robbie Lawler's taking too much money. What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, I think a Lawler from before would have gave a good fight.
I agree.
The Lawler that fought Johnny Hendricks in the first fight or second fight.
We agree, yeah.
That'd be
for
tough.
sure. So I think we're both saying we think Ben Askren's going to win. We both want Robbie Lawler to win.
Yeah. I wouldn't say want. I kind of want to...
I like Askren. I don't want him to win, though.
I think first. I don't know. It's a tough first fight. We'll see if jitters get to him. The next fight, which, I don't know, this fight should be the main event. Woodley versus Kamaru.
What the fuck is... This is 3 weeks in a row of corrected on the same fucking name.
Kamaru.
Enunciate. Slow it down.
Kamaru.
Kamaru?
The Nigerian princess?
Usman. It's the Nigerian nightmare.
I thought it was princess.
Show him some respect.
Oh, shit.
He's gonna come in your nightmares and he's gonna
do some Freddy Krueger shit up in here.
Fuck you in your
Oh my
That's
god.
what he's gonna do to you. And you're gonna enjoy it. Anyways.
Why not?
Back to the fights.
Alright. I was looking at this fight and Usman does have a chance.
Please explain that to me.
The size. I think the size advantage.
Okay.
Do you think he's stronger than Woodley?
No.
No?
No. Any other questions? Anything else you want to throw?
Nah, I'm just kidding. Woodley should destroy.
Wrestling,
Woodley. Cardio, Woodley.
Okay. Power.
Woodley.
Strength.
Woodley.
Explosiveness.
Woodley.
Experience.
Woodley.
Pedigree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Win. Woodley. How? Knockout. When?
Probably second round.
Second round.
Woodley is a bad matchup for Usman.
For everyone in the division. Whatever you do, he does better. It's hard.
When you look at welterweights right now, who do you think the future of it is?
Darren Till.
I was about to say Darren Till too. I really respect Darren Till.
He's a beast. I told you going into that Darren Till versus Woodley fight,
It's more of a learning experience.
I love Darren Till. Woodley's my favorite welterweight. Actually, no, Woodley's. What am I saying? Woodley's my favorite fighter in the UFC. I love Woodley.
Which is rare to say.
Yeah, and I really like Darren Till. It's just unfortunate he had to come up against, if not the greatest welterweight champ of all time, the next best thing. He's right there, right behind.
It's kind of like to me that fight was like Canelo and Floyd.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Like Darren, but the thing is, like Darren,
26 years old or something like that.
Darren Till's really young,
Mm-hmm.
but he's a beast. And Usman was totally bashing Till. And I'm like,
So what the fuck are you talking about? This guy's gonna destroy you if you ever fight him.
that's why I said Till would probably beat Usman.
He's gonna knock you the fuck out.
Yeah,
But we'll see. They'll fight one day. Either at middleweight or at welterweight, they'll fight.
yeah.
But, yeah, so I got Woodley, second round knockout. I think you got the same.
I think
And
Woodley
still, baby, and still.
I think Woodley has a chip on his shoulder lately. That's why he's gonna push pressure and second round TKO.
Okay.
Main event. Are you going with the upset? John Jones versus Anthony
He's
Smith.
fucked. I called upset last time against John Jones. Look what happened to me. Alexander Gustin, you made me look like a fuck, alright? I put money on you too.
We're talking about the GOAT though.
Mr. Picogram Watch himself, the original Picogrammer.
But do you think it would be good for someone like Smith to beat John Jones?
No. Some vanilla fuck with the name Anthony Smith. His name is Anthony Smith. Okay, how do you... No, you Google Anthony Smith, you get like 50 guys come up.
He's only been knocked out 8 times though.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, shit.
He's gonna make it 9. John Jones, second round knockout.
I think what you're going to see is he's going to really come swinging.
He has to. He has to win early. He can't go rounds with John Jones. He can't go rounds with John Jones.
Do you think he's the hardest hitter that John Jones has ever fought?
No. Vitor Belfort. He hits harder.
Really?
I'd say Vitor hits harder. He was a little smaller man. He's more explosive, for
Do
sure.
you think he's more explosive than Anthony Smith?
Yes.
Clover?
No, I'd say Anthony Smith probably hits harder than Glover. Rashad probably hits harder than fucking Anthony Smith.
Anthony Smith destroyed Rashad.
That's not...
Shogun probably.
Come on. There's a time... That's not the Rashad that we're talking about.
That's the thing. Like, they're hyping him out. Like, Anthony Smith has some good names at light heavyweight.
36-year-old Shogun.
Yeah, he gave Rashad his 5th loss.
Ugh.
Repeat that again. 5th loss in a row. So it's not like he beat Rashad. He bought him at, like... He hit him, like, at 3 fights retirement. Like, so... and who else was his other win?
He beat... Shogun.
Vulcan. But...
That was a good win.
But he looked like crap.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't see the fight.
So he gassed out. He was literally, his hands were down shaking, and he got a lucky rear neck choke. He was losing the fight by the first 2 rounds, and then he got a lucky rear neck choke in the 3rd round.
Shit.
So Vulcan was winning that fight.
Damn. Did you know that Anthony Smith's light skin? Is that black?
Is he?
I thought he was white.
My Rachel was watching it, and she thought he was half black.
Reese was telling me last time, like, no, we Googled it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's pretty easy to see who's going to win these fights. I don't find any of them very difficult to call.
There's got to be one upset at least. We'll see.
It's be the Robbie Lawler fight, if anything.
Or the Usman.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so we have what? We got one more topic thing, or one or two more?
We got the Lara and Ortiz predictions.
Who the fuck is Lara fighting, man? Where do they find these fucking guys, man? Okay. So first of all, I'll go with the Ortiz one because I know who he's fighting off the top of my head. He's fighting Christian Hamer, who's a perennial contender. He's always in the top 10, top 15. He's a tough dude. I think he's German or Belgian. Their flags look the same, so I can't ever fucking tell where he's from. But we're talking about Luis King Kong Ortiz here, one of the baddest men on the planet.
A man who arguably was destroying Wilder.
He was winning almost every round.
It was the 12th round too?
I think it was the 10th. I think it was the 10th round.
Sad.
And if Wilder wasn't champion, that fight would have been stopped. That was bad. The round that Wilder was getting fucked up bad.
I haven't watched it for a while. I'm going to rewatch that fight.
It was ruthless. But shout out to Wilder for getting it done. But yeah, Luis Ortiz is a monster. If you don't know, look up with that fight. Watch that fight. Watch the Wilder versus Ortiz fight. Great fight. I'm gonna take Ortiz late knockout.
I got Ortiz early knockout.
Early
round
knockout?
3.
Round 3. Give me Ortiz 9th round stop.
And he goes.
Every time. He does that.
I know.
And who's Lara fight? Just look it up.
Brian Castro.
It's probably not his name. Let's be honest, but he doesn't know fucking names. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. We don't know who he is. He probably doesn't have a fucking Wikipedia page.
He's Swedish.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's getting knocked.
Or Argentinian.
He's getting unanimous decisions. There's any Lara will unanimous decision him.
Yeah, Lara's pretty...
He'll win every round.
He does get screwed out of decisions, though, so you never know with him.
That's true.
Shout out to Lara.
Yeah.
Second man to beat Canelo.
Okay. You're not going to let that go, are you?
If you guys are watching, go watch Canelo versus Lara, and honestly tell me if Canelo lost that fight. Because he did.
It's close.
He landed like 30 shots to the body. That's it.
I don't know.
It was like 30 to 100.
I defend Canelo every day with you. I have to defend him every fucking day. The resume speaks for itself.
It's a pretty
that belt speaks for itself.
controversial resume, too, so...
Lara's last fight against Jared Hurd was amazing. If you haven't watched any Lara, watch that fight. It was fight of the year last year, actually.
Pete Williams?
Wait, he fought Paul Williams.
Paul Williams.
Oh,
sorry.
shit, I forgot about that. That's a long-ass time ago.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shout out, not... Sorry. Paul Williams has been...
He messaged us back last night, but I don't know what's up with this guy. I don't know. We'll try to figure it out. Did I tell you? I mean, that Paul Williams' last fight before his injury was supposed to be Canelo. That would have been a great fight.
It would have been good, yeah.
At that time, I would have taken Paul Williams to win.
Yeah, he would have won. But
anything else?
No, but about the podcast, we got the most views for our last video. Doing a lot more promoting. We're going up in the world.
I think we finished off this morning. Last time I checked, 227 views for last week's episode, which is by far our best week ever.
Doubled.
Yeah.
So hopefully this goes up from here.
Keep liking, sharing, subscribing, please. If you share a video on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, we'll appreciate it.
We'll give you a hug if we see you. We'll marshal will.
If you want a hug, I'll give you a hug, but you gotta ask.
Yeah, and this week's fights are going to be good. Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and we got a Facebook page, so there's gonna be different content on all of them.
And shout out to our buddy who does our editing, Jordan, or you could follow him at Jordan Hockey Talk.
Dadbod Johnson.
Dadbod Johnson on Instagram.
And we have a new segment coming out every Friday.
Every Friday.
It's gonna be called Bumper to Bumper Breakdowns with Reese. He's just gonna do, if you know Reese, you know how it's gonna be. It's gonna be talking mess to the camera and giving us a little bit of entertainment on who's gonna win the fights. I think this weekend he's gonna do the Askren, Lawler, Woodley, Usman,
Timothy Bits.
Timothy Bits.
You remember through the drive-through Reese's like, could I get some Timothy Bits?
John Jones and Anthony Smith. And
jump on the counter and do a little shuffle.
Stop it. And then,
you remember that video?
I do remember that. And then I think he's going to do the Lara fight and the Luis Ortiz fight as well. So we'll have a lot more content coming your way. That'll probably be available on YouTube, I believe. But yeah, anything else you want to add to that?
Nope. Time for work.
Alright guys, we'll see you next week.